So joining us live, Darren Kimura, the CEO and president of AI Squared with headquarters in Mountain View. Darren, we're always happy to have you with us.
It's always a pleasure to be back. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So we do want to break that down, though. AI bubble, what is it? You know, are there fears there? Where do you stand?
Yeah, lots of talk about the bubble. MIT had a couple studies this year where they talked about how POCs or proof of concept have been stuck and not moving into the real world. Some of the job concerns there as well. I think that there probably is a form of a bubble there, but it's a very large bubble. And I think that it could go on for a very, very long time because AI is so expansive. It covers everything from data centers to software and even consumer products. So it's massive, and I think we're going to see quite a bit more of it to come.
Is there a fear there at all?
Definitely a fear. I think with anything, we remember the tech bubble of the 2000 time frame. It could possibly happen in this case, but I definitely think that we've got a long way to go, a lot more infrastructure, and this is a global phenomenon as well. I mean, we're seeing AI investments, not just in the United States, but everywhere, every other country around the world as well.
Yeah, certainly. Have we reached a ceiling with AI like ChatGPT, and then are other large language models passing them like Gemini?
I think we're just at the very beginning.
Okay.
So what we've seen with these chatbots, we call them large language models. I think this is the first wave of many to come. And we began the year with ChatGPT, really leading the charge, and now we're ending the year with ChatGPT and their quote-unquote code red, where they now see Google and Gemini kind of taking maybe the leadership position and them focusing in a lot more on their core, their chat, as opposed to their other projects. But I think it's going to continue to be like a horse race. You're going to see a horse kind of jump out in front, and then perhaps another one take the lead after that. And that'll be the case for a very long time to come.
Yeah, and so whatever your level of familiarity with AI is, we see a lot of people bring up in conversation, is AI taking over jobs? That is a concern that we're hearing from a lot of people, our viewers included. How do you navigate that?
AI is definitely changing the job landscape.
Sure.
But I think it's important to keep in mind, AI is a tool. It's probably one of the most powerful tools we've ever had. It gives us access to information, more information than we could have ever received before in a faster way than ever before. But it still is a tool. It needs humans to interpret the information. It still requires a lot of fact checking. I mean, if you've ever used ChatGPT, I would have run it through a variety of other tools and fact checked all of it because it's kind of a must these days. So I think if thought of and used in the right way, it helps you become more productive, more efficient in the work that you do.
And what's interesting is we've also seen the video of a lot of these maybe robots also inspired and involving AI in these warehouses, helping ship and pack and do all that, which brings us to the holiday season here, seeing how AI is being used. I know we talked off camera a little bit about the good and the bad here.
Yeah, AI and robotics are being used broadly, and it's amazing what can be done. For example, helping you select a product that you might never have known about, and saving you a bunch of online shopping time. Making sure that your delivery gets to you before Christmas. AI is really, really great at those kinds of things. There's also a dangerous side of that. Sometimes you can see surge pricing or dynamic pricing, and I think that's kind of the way things are, but there needs to be a transparency behind that. It's kind of like Uber. When you take an Uber ride and it's at a higher price, they tell you, hey, this is surge pricing.
Yeah.
Exactly. That needs to be made more transparent in the pricing side of using AI today to buy things online.
And do you think that that'll connect and kind of meet the moment with when we're going to be seeing any of these, like, really, I guess, when it comes to transparency? How is that catching up? Not fast enough?
Not fast enough.
Yeah.
I definitely think this holiday cycle, we're going to have situations where we're going to hear stories about surge pricing 300% more expensive than it would have otherwise been.
Yeah.
And as we continue to progress and new regulations get put in place, then we will begin to see a normalization of that in the future, though.
Got it. And so you're talking about regulations. We know that President Trump signed an executive order blocking states from enforcing their own laws regulating artificial intelligence. We should note this will likely be challenged in court. But what is your take on this?
I think all regulation is good. Well, I take that back. Regulation for AI is good, whether it's the states or the federal. The federal, I think, does provide a little bit more of a uniformity across the entire United States. I think that will allow tech companies like ourselves, for example, to have more direction and be able to make decisions more confidently. So I think it's generally a good thing.
What regulations would you like to see?
I mean, we have seen quite a bit of issues when it comes to the use of AI, particularly in the case of minors. And that's something California attempted to regulate. I think we need to see that across the entire United States. It'll help for the more effective use and safe use of AI.
Yeah. All right, Darren, we always love having you on. I feel like you have so much insight and we can sit for hours to chat about AI and everything going on. So thank you.
My pleasure.
Darren Kimura of AI Squared. We'll be right back.